This video, we're going to talk about professional services not being responsive to customers, whether you're having problems getting a lawyer to call you back, an accountant, a doctor, or other professional service providers. We'd like to hear from you in the comments. Are you having problems getting professionals to call you back, whether you're an existing client that need to get updates on your case or on your file, or if you're a new client trying to engage with a professional? Maybe it's an attorney that you're trying to get to take your case. Maybe it's an accountant that you want to have feedback on your bookkeeping. Maybe it's a building contractor that's either working on a remodel or on a house, or you're trying to get quotes from. We've talked to many clients in our investigative side of the business and our commercial insurance side of the business. And we're starting to get feedback that many clients are having difficulty getting in contact with professionals in those areas, whether you're an existing client or a potential new client. And in talking to some of these customers and prospects, and even talking to some colleagues we have in those industries, we're finding that there may be something behind this where you get no phone calls, no emails, no letters, no contacts from all kinds of professionals, even attorneys. So what's going on? Did they forget about you? Are they too busy with other cases, other matters? Are they just ignoring you flat out? Maybe it's that your case or your file's not worth it to spend the time doing it. Maybe it's not making enough money. What's the deal? What's going on? If you have had this experience, what is your guess? What does your gut tell you about why this professional is not calling you? When we talk to a few attorneys that we do business with, and we have as clients for insurance, and we ask them about why this might be happening, we get a couple answers. One is they're still investigating the case. They're checking out to see if it's going to be viable. They're maybe getting details about the nature of your claim. Maybe they're contacting third parties or witnesses. Still, it didn't make a lot of sense that they wouldn't contact a client and give them updates. Some of the attorneys we talked to said, well, if we send an update, then we have to bill them for time just to send an email, and we're trying to save the client money. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's possible that there's really been no activity on your file. There's nothing to report on. Again, if the client doesn't know this, then I would suspect that the professional, whether it's the attorney or the accountant or the builder, would tell the client that there's no news. It's possible that the professional is just too busy. Maybe the contractor has many other jobs in front of yours. We did a project with an electrician recently on our commercial space where they added on a new circuit and a branch and a subpanel. At least they told us up front, look, we can't get to this for 4 or 5 weeks, and we'll let you know when it gets close. And what we told them was, maybe a week before you're ready, let us know so we can prepare to move things out of the way, and they agreed. But that's one of the other possibilities. Maybe these professionals are just too busy to take on new business. Not sure if they communicated that to you when you originally talked to them. Not sure if they were transparent about their lead time or not. It could also be that the professional, whether it's a builder or a contractor or an accountant, doesn't have a system in place to keep communications on a regular basis. Maybe they're too focused on doing their actual task. Maybe if they're an accounting firm, they're too busy doing bookkeeping or preparing financial statements and actually doing the work in the business rather than of the business. And they don't have a real good customer relations process to keep in contact. Not sure if that really is a good excuse either, because you should have resources built in. You don't need the actual bookkeeper or the accountant to contact you. It could be a receptionist. It could be a customer service person. They don't have to be trained in that business. Maybe that's the reason. It seems like there's more of this lately than there used to be in prior years. Sure, in the past there's always been instances where a professional agency didn't get back to you, or you got lost in the cracks, or maybe they weren't proactive in giving you updates on status of your account. The anecdotal information that we get and the feedback we get from our clients is that it's common, way more common than it was. Even in our industry, in our experience talking to potential vendors, we see this as well. We just thought it was us. We chalked it up to just luck of the draw because we really only need to reach 3 or 4 professionals a month, so it's not a big volume. So we're not sure how pervasive this is, but as part of understanding the business landscape, both for our insurance commercial lines business and for our investigative business, we're interested in finding out if this is something you deal with as well. So let us know in the comments, what's your experience been with professionals? Are they calling you back? Are they giving you quotes? Are they showing up on time? If you have an open case or file or contract or a project with somebody, are they doing the work as proactively as what they represented or what you want? It's an interesting scenario. It might have to do with the employment market. Maybe it's tough for them to get help, for them to get employees with this whole great resignation. Maybe it has to do with supply chain where they can't get materials to finish projects or jobs. Maybe in the legal industry, it's that the court backlogs are so long that they can't get a docket on the court calendar. But we'd like to hear from you. In addition to letting us know if you have this experience, we'd like to hear what your guess is. What does your gut tell you why this is happening with your specific scenario? And if you don't experience this, if all your professional resources are contacting you back very quickly, let us know that too, so we can tell that maybe it's just us and maybe it's just an anomaly or a fluke that we're seeing this. But feedback on professional resource contact and follow-up would be very interesting to hear, and we appreciate getting your thoughts on it and what your comments are and descriptions of your experience.